Hey folks, welcome back. I have your latest home prices and insights for York region for week ending September 1st. Quick question, if you're buying or selling in York region, in the comments below, let me know what your experience has been like. Thank you to those of you that are using the link to my calendar in the description. It's really a convenient way for us to communicate. What we've done is, for those of you that want to talk to us, in the description below, there's a link to my calendar. Just click on the link, book a time that's convenient to you, and we could talk about whatever you want, whatever's on your mind, real estate related, of course. And this way, when you book the time, I'll know ahead of time when we're going to talk, and I'll make sure my schedule is available so we could talk about whatever's on your mind. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, and share this video with anyone you feel that could benefit from knowing the real numbers in real estate. You know, just a quick advice for those of you that are looking to list your homes. I received a call last week to come and see them. This couple was looking to sell their house, and they had already done a whole bunch of things like they were ready to go on the market right away, which is obviously it's convenient, it's great, but they had done many things that really weren't necessary. They spent money to get their home ready, where I would have advised, or a good realtor in general would have advised, not to do some of those things. They painted the walls, which was great. It was the wrong color. It was really not a good thing that they did to get their home ready. So my advice is, if you're looking to sell, call a professional early on in the process. Call a good realtor that could advise you as to what needs to be done to get your home ready. This way you could better maximize the sale of your home. Okay, let's get right into it. There's lots of pressure building in York region. I'm going to talk about condos for all of York region first, then I'll get into the detached properties. So this is all condos. We sold only 48 condos in all of York region. So sales have been coming down, but 48 is, you know, kind of around the numbers we've had over the last couple of months. None for the last few weeks have sold at $1 million or more, and a bunch of weeks before that we've only been selling one condo at $1 million or more. Average sold price, however, has been going up over the last couple of months. It's been pretty steady most of the year, but now we're starting to see it go up. The average sold price is $661,000 for the average condo price. That puts us at 15% higher than last year's average sold price. Of the 48 that were sold, which is selling less, not too much less, but less than what we were selling last year at this time, 40% sold at list price or more. And we're seeing the percentage trending it's trending down a little bit. So for the condos, it seems there's a little bit of relief. There's less competition. 84 are being listed, and months of inventory has gone up a little bit. It's now sitting at 1.3 months of inventory. So still very much a seller's market, but it seems that you can negotiate on condos. There's a lot more, it's a little bit more relaxed than the detached market, which we're going to get into now. I've got Vaughan, but I'm going to be talking about Vaughan, Richmond Hill, and Markham for detached properties only. So we sold only 44 detached properties in all of Vaughan for last week, week ending September 1st. 8 of those were at $2 million or more, which is almost half of what it was the previous week. An average sold price for a few weeks in a row has been coming way down. It's now sitting at $1,629,000. Let's not freak out over that number. Let's just take a look for a second. 1629, when we kind of look over the last several months, going way back to January, 1629, if you look here, you got 1712, 1631, 1656, 1716, It's actually just slightly lower than what the overall yearly average has been, but coming from a almost 1.9 average a few weeks ago, 1629 is not a terrible number, but average sold price has come down a bit. I'll tell you in a second where the real story is. We're sitting at 17% higher than last year's average sold price. Last year at this time, average sold price kind of was coming up and down. This year it's been going down consistently for a few weeks. Of the 44 that were sold, 66% sold at list price or more. So the competition's heating up a little bit. When I'm looking at 49% and 58% and 66%, I'm starting to see a trend where there's a little bit more competition now, which is going to be bringing prices up. If this was coming down, I'd be thinking prices are going to continue to soften. But if I had to guess what's going to happen in the near future, prices are going to go up again. 56 were listed, which is way, way less than what we were listing last year at this time. There's not much inventory for sale, and months of inventory is up a little bit, but it's sitting at 0.9, so extremely low still. 15 is the average days on market. Here we have here we have Richmond Hill. I'm thinking of my other report. Here we have Richmond Hill. Only 25 detached homes are sold in all of Richmond Hill. 25 is extremely, extremely low number. 5 of those were at $2 million or more. The average detached price for last week was $1,865,000, down from the previous week. However, 1,865 is higher than what it's been almost a whole year. So it's one of the higher average sold prices for Richmond Hill, even though that we're down from the previous week. That puts us at 20% higher than last year's average sold price. And so here's, again, the real story of what's going on in Richmond Hill. Look at the sold at list price or more percentages. Since the beginning of August, they've been going up every single week. Well, we're now sitting at 72% higher than 72% of the properties being sold at list price or more, which is double than what it was last year at this time. It was only 36% last year at this time. So when I see this, even though average sold price has come down, it's still a high average sold price. I'm thinking competition is heating up. It's getting a little bit more aggressive out there, a little bit more competitive. And 72% being sold at list price or more pretty much is going to feel like almost all the homes are being sold with an offer date or at list price or more. There's only 210 actual available listings, and months of inventory sitting at 1.9. The average days on market is 16. So very competitive in Richmond Hill. And now we have Markham. We sold 43 detached homes in Markham last week. 43, anywhere around there, has been for the last couple of months, except for the 1 week here, July 14th, where we sold 65. June, July, and August, the average seems to be around 40 or so a week being sold. So it's been pretty consistent there, the sales in Markham. And average sold price came up a little bit to $1,626,000 from last week's average sold price. So $1,626,000 is a little bit lower than what it's been for a good part of the year. We've got to kind of monitor what's happening in Markham over the next few weeks, but average sold price has been really high in Markham, and it's come down a little bit over the last few weeks. Compared to last year, we're sitting at 17% higher than last year's average sold price. All these areas, all the cities around GTA, across the board, we're higher than last year's average sold price. Appreciation has been at record levels. Homes are costing more this year than they did last year. And last year was a record-breaking year. Of the 43 that were sold, 72% sold at list price or more. It was 81% the week before. It's been in the 70s for most of the year when it comes to selling a list price or more. So Markham has consistently stayed very, very competitive. Only 52 were listed, and months of inventory came down slightly, sitting at 0.9. 16th is the average days on market. So very much a seller's market. It's very competitive in Markham if you're looking to buy. And overall, if we look at the months of inventory, you can see that very much a seller's market. Anything below 4 months of inventory is a seller's market, but this is an aggressive seller's market. But the real story is how many homes are selling at list price or more. This is not a metric that you'll see on any of the reports, any of the Toronto MLS listings. I pick this number, I calculate this number myself using the data of the Toronto Real Estate Board. And it's important for me to know because, you know, when you're going in to buy or you're going in to sell, it's important to know how competitive that market is, because that'll help you determine if you're buying, how competitive should you be on your purchase price. If you're selling, where you should put your price at to really gain the most amount of money for the sale of your home. My name is Santo Sessa with RE/MAX Premier. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.